I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
Now, there is a reason why I'm doing this video. There's a reason why I'm doing this live stream, I should say. You know, because BJS, I don't know why, man, you decided to tag me. I don't know why though you decided to tag me in all of this, but let me help you out real quick. See, for the past, a lot of your sycophants think this is about me wanting women or me wanting female validation. That's not the point. Some of your supporters, your sycophant supporters, think, oh, this is about jealousy. Jealous about what? What do you have that I won't? I'm really getting tired of every time when a black person has a problem with a black person, with another black, it has something to do with jealousy. And what you got, I don't want. But let me go ahead and put this down real quick, because you keep tagging me in this, and so let me address this video you made, right? Let me address this video you made because you tagged me. So let me address this real quick. First of all, I can give two fine fucks about dating. You know why I don't give a fine fuck about dating? Because I don't give a fuck about dating. I'm in my 40s. Dating is something for a teenager or somebody in their 20s. I can give two fine fucks about trying to meet a woman whiner, diner, and all that. I don't got time for that now. And then you want to tag me and tag let me see, who else are you trying to tag? It seems that FD signifier, myself, and who else is on that list? People you had tagged, the Black Z, Black in Effect. I don't know who that character is. I don't know who this person is. This Black Z is Effect. Don't know who he is, but it seems though you keep tagging him, me, and FD signifier, right? FD signifier, right? Now I can care less about FD because FD has a political agenda, and he's more prone for uh, uh, the white liberal elites who's in the Ivy League school. So he's not talking to the blue collar working class man. You know, he's one of types of Negroes that go to these functions so that the white liberal can say, "Yay, we care about black people." That's why he said in his video when it comes to the FD, that's why he said though he don't have those solutions when his white counterpart on the left, like Scott Galloway and Shoe on Head, and a white woman got more solutions than FD. A white woman got more solutions for black men than a black man for himself. And that is one of my major problems about black men don't want solutions. And since we talk about no solutions, I'm talking to you now. 10 years ago, not eight, no, it wasn't 10 years ago. About 7 years ago, me and you had this conversation, right? Me and you had this discussion, BJS. And this is the reason why me and you had this feud. This is why I went after y'all. That's why I became y'all's enemy. Well, was one of the flashpoints. Is that you yourself don't want solutions too? See, the thing is, I can give two flying fucks about dating and, this whole idea why, do black men choose the couch and dating? Let me tell you something. I already chose the couch. I chose that couch years ago. But the problem is, what you want to preach is that you want black men to be selfish in in what they want. In order to, your idea of masculinity is shaped in this worldview that that men have to be selfish and men have to be men have to be selfish and be a bunch of brutes, disrespectful brutes. But there was something that in your video I might want to go off onto in depth about the video you made, which you just tag me in. I might want to go talk about. Wait, hold on. You know what? Since nobody won't sit there and believe me, right? Since nobody don't want to believe me, I'll do this real quick. I'll do this, right? Because everybody said Big J, he ain't tagging you. Oh yes, he did. He tagged me in his description box. I don't care. about what you want to eat, son. See, over here, you want to tag me, right? See, right there, you want to tag me. So let's go ahead. Oh, wait a minute. It's over here. Sorry, it's over here. Okay, it's over here. So yes, you want to tag me, right? It's right up here. So anyway, where was I at? There's something that like you said on this video. I have to sit there and say, nigga, you are a hypocrite. Let me tell you why you are a hypocrite. BJ. Let me tell you why you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite because in this video you said you want to touch women, you want to hug women, this, that, and the third, right? And then though you said men did not change. Well, that's the problem, nigga. No, hold on. Let me talk the hypocrisy shit later on. I got to address this one point you made. This one point you made that men did not change, women did. Well, let me help you out, Jess. Women change. The modern woman, quote unquote, who you have a problem with, they became modern women because of modern advancements. You see, you and others, your little sycophants that's always in your chat rooms, they're always on your panels. They want to regress back to the last 80 years to 1945. Women advanced since 1945. Women no longer can just stay in the house and just wash the dishes and scrub on floors. She on her hands and knees, she scrubbing floors. Technology change. And the thing is, you don't see value women as human beings. You never have. BGS. You never have. You and Anger Man, especially you and Anger Man, never value women as human beings. So, and you respect because you a man and she's a woman. You expect to have, have her any way you want. Well, I hate to tell you this, BGS, but this life is not Burger King, nigga. It's not. It's not Burger King. You can't have everything you want. People are people. And women are people. And this whole quest of respect is futile when you and those niggas that is in your chat room and in your comment section are disrespectful too. You can't demand respect from the women, the womans in the world when your attitude displayed a Neanderthal level of this caveman Fred in the Flintstones having ass mentality. You keep talking about modern women. What is a modern woman? Aren't you a modern man? And we can't sit there and talk about then in the same video, and don't worry, I'm gonna get back to your hypocrisy in a minute. I'm gonna talk about the hypocrisy later on. Just put a pin in that, okay? Just put a pin in that. You went ahead and did the same old classic argument about, well, man, 55% of black men are single and childless. I don't know why you had made that claim when you pull up, and May, I see you in the chat room, May, go watch in the video. He put a chart of the idea that 50% of black men are childless and not married and childless, right? I'm looking at the age. See, this is how stupid he was. Idiotic. It was idiotic how BJS tried to put out a chart. But if you look at the chart itself, what age did it start at? See, how many 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds are having babies? Most men, right, have children around 21, 22, maybe up to 25, right? On the average. So why would you try to fudge the numbers, skew the numbers by adding teenagers? Most teenagers live in somebody's house. The mama's house, their daddy's house, their parents' house, their grandmother, grandpa's house, or some legal guardian's house. So occasionally, he's not going to have access to sex. His access to sex is going to be very, very limited compared to somebody who's over the age of 18. So if you factor out people from 13 to 18 out of the way, that number of men being men from the age of 18 to 45 being childless and single, that number will increase. Will actually decrease. So I don't know why, man, y'all keep using that trope when we know that teen pregnancy. Yes, to say it again, teen pregnancy has been at an all-time low, historical lows for teen pregnancy. This is not 1998 anymore. Teen pregnancy has been down dramatically, which also means single motherhood is also down dramatically, but nobody want to talk about that. Because millennials as a group, my generation, the generation that's born in the 1980s, I'm an 80s baby, we don't have sex or have children like your generation did, BJS. Which goes back to the hypocrisy of what you said in your little video you made, that you keep on tagging your channel, you keep tagging me in. Let me help you out, BJS. How come in that video you said you want women, you miss the days, women are so insufferable insufferable, and we didn't understand why women are insufferable, and why women are this and why women are that, and women used to be dating used to be fun, and dating used to be this, that, and the third, and dating used to, you like to be intimate with a woman in quote unquote, quote unquote, blah 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 blah, right? But be just take that video you just did a few hours ago, yesterday, and take that video and play it next to the other video where you blame women on why they would trap you with a baby. See, BJS, you are a baby boomer. You're almost 70. You about my daddy's generation, right? So nigga, so by that logic, BJS, aren't you the type of nigga that created these single parent households during the 70s and 80s and early 90s? See, there are a lot of niggas. One of the main reasons why you got a lot of men who are single and they're not trying to date is because of niggas like you. Well, Big J, what are you talking about? Well, let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. Too many of you niggas don't just got one baby mama. Y'all not just two baby mamas. Hold on, BJS. You was the one who said to me on your platform last year that you sent women, that you took your friends, quote unquote, girlfriends, to have a DNC done. So that implies, though, that you had multiple sexual partners. So if a man have all these sexual partners, wouldn't that mean you might have more than two baby mamas? See, I'm not just talking to the people like BJS, but there are a lot of these baby boomer ass niggas who got four more than two baby mamas, two, three women, two, three different families. And let's also not sit there and forget, though. Let's not forget there and forget. Back in the old days, you got men, some of these old timers who are in their 80s and 90s now. They had two sets of families. But yet you didn't factor that in when you talk about the Monahan report. You never want to talk about that when you factor in the Monahan report. But that, you know what? We might want to sit there, and I'm gonna step out of that for a minute, B, just because I'm concentrating on you. Because I know a lot of old men who are in their 90s who got 2-3 sets of families, and there's a lot of funerals out of 10 too. That I've seen that too. Cause I'm sitting there looking like, man, who? Wait, well, who's this? Wait, who is that? Oh, that's that person's cousin to this person. Wait, hold on. Those two, or wait a minute, I thought she was the. But I digress. I digress. BJs. I digress, y'all. I really digress. I'm going off a whole tangent, but let me get right back to where I was at. For you to sit there and try to make it that the modern women are rejecting men, there is a reason why. Because if because half of these women, we're going by the logic, right? We're going by the logic of these women are insufferable because, well, didn't you ask why these women are insufferable to be dating? You know what? There is another hypocrisy that B just did though, but it's so much holes in B just argument. Wait a minute, stop. Hold on. B just I gotta ask a question. Because you keep using the word ignore. In perspective, black man of reform. In perspective, black man of reform. That's what you call yourself, right? So was it Ignore used to be was a broke away ideology from the MGTOW? And didn't you said in that same video you was MGTOW for 1 or 2 years? And then I remember this way, and I wish MOT was here, but if my memory serves me, y'all, didn't you B just said you was a MGTOW monk? Now, I know I dabbled into the MGTOW shit before, BJS, but you kind of forgot there was the levels of MGTOW. You claim you was a MGTOW monk, and you've been going around on YouTube. This is when you and Angerman was together. You said to talk about, I'm a monk. I'm a MGTOW monk. Right. B, see that B? Right. That's right. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. B just was big time MGTOW. He said that on Sister George channel. Sister George and Concrete Rose channel to break the breakdown last year. Yes, Queen, you're right. He did. He said it over there. And that was the same panel I jumped on there. Yeah, that's right. That was the same panel I jumped on. He said that. But anyway, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's simmer this down. Because BGS, you are a damn hypocrite. Because if you are a MGTOW monk, relationships would be the last thing on your mind. Anybody who knows about the MGTOW, right? That's why I listen to people like Stardust, aka the great. Let me say it again. The great Stardust. That's why I listen to people like Barbarossa. Barbarossa don't care about women like that. Martin Goldberg don't care about women. Martin Goldberg is almost, well, he's not there yet, but he's teetering on the monk side. I got respect for them because they practice what they preach. You be just you not practicing on what you are preaching because you told these men last year or so to do experiments. Mm-hmm. Yes. You told everybody. You told your listeners, your sycophant fans, like what's the name? Well, anyway, I ain't saying no fool's name up in your chat room or your comment section, but you told them to do experiments with black women to bring them back to the table. But if you were such a MGTOW monk, why are you worried about dating? Why are you worried about what the modern woman is doing? If you was a MGTOW monk, MGTOW monk is at the highest level of MGTOW. Everybody else will use MGTOW as a tool, right? You know, or as a tactic. Some guys become MGTOW just to maneuver themselves around in this world. Some guys are MGTOW because, well, they got sent their own way. Some men become MGTOW because of the circumstances that like the circumstances of life, right? You know, they never had the chance to be in the right place at the right time, which I can understand. I do understand that part because, you know, there's some guys who was born in small towns, raised in small towns. They never had the chance to get with a woman who had the access of the women that they really want. You know, that part I get it. You know, that part I get, and I do understand that part. Trust and believe, because when I talk about MGTOW, I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about the Barbarosas. I'm not talking about the same. No, I'm not talking about the Barbarosas or the Stardust of the world. I'm talking about you niggas who comes on YouTube all day claiming that y'all are this, that, and the third, but then y'all come over here just to shame, blame, and explain, and got nothing else to offer. So when y'all when y'all hear me going after the MGTOWs or the Manus or SYSBM, I'm talking about you, about those types that had nothing to offer but to talk shit about women all day. And this is the reason why I have a problem with the manosphere and in the red pill community, because for me, it's about the future, BGS. It's about the future. See, BGS, you was born in the 1950s, at least. I'm born in the 1980s, right? I'm in my 40s now. I don't give a flying fuck about dating or trying to meet up with a woman. I'm past that. But there's one thing I do want, and I believe people like you are in the way of it. You see, whether it's you, whether it's Fresh and Fit, whether it's Anton Daniels, and so forth, y'all try to pass off y'all's misery to the next generation. Your sad story should not be somebody else's story. Where a situation you put yourself in with BGS should not be because you're a baby boomer. Does that mean some Zoomer or some millennial have to sit there and face the consequences that you did? You want to pass the misery to the next generation. That's the reason why I said you and Anger Man and Obsidian and Rollo Tomasi and Andrew Tate and Andrew Wilson, all of y'all want to pass off y'all's bullshit to the next generation because you want the next generation of men who are in their teens and who's in their teens right now to be as miserable as your black ass is. That's why we have a male loneliness crisis. Instead of y'all trying to tell these young men, and I have a video coming later on. I have a live stream coming later on, maybe today or tomorrow. But I got a live stream coming about this. See, the thing is, BGS and the Manosphere don't want to solve this problem. Grandpa has sold this country. Y'all want Grandpa's country back. Now I'm using that tagline from Thai City, right? Y'all want Grandpa's country back. But the point is, we can't get it back. So y'all want to go back in time to 1945, regress ourselves to 1945 to attain that was lost, that you think was lost. There is an education gap, a housing gap, an employment gap between men and women. Yes, women are educated. Yes, women got access than men in certain sectors of society. But don't act like because women got this access means they have an easier life than you. No, they don't. Just because she got access doesn't mean though she as a group has more of an easier life than like you think it is. But back to the point. You want to regress to 1945 or 1960 or the pre-Moynihan report, right? But y'all never want to talk about, not once you talk about the housing market. How does the housing market destroy the black male in America? You don't want to touch on that. Because if you did want to touch on that, BGS, you would know why the black woman won't submit herself to any black man. All you gotta do is look at the housing numbers and the cost of living. See, but then again, you are baby boomers, so you don't give a damn. I know a lot of you baby boomers, y'all don't give a fuck about millennials or Zoomers. Another thing you don't want to talk about, even though it's true, and you cannot debunk what I'm about to say. You know that feminism, the second wave feminism, did not kick the black man out the household. You also know that the welfare program, that the Great Society programs, did not kick the black man out the house. Don't run behind that Moynihan report crap. And we're going to talk about Moynihan in a minute. I'm going to bring up my Moynihan in a minute, BGS, because anyway, because You going because you can't because you're not going to debunk what I'm about to say. But what really kicked the black man out the household? And it's something that me and you had this conversation before, but then you will not share that conversation to those niggas on your channel. You know what that is, BJS? The gold shock of 1971. Well, Big J, what is the gold shock of 1971? What does it have to do with black men? Well, black men. Well, let me help y'all out. Richard Nixon decided, because he saw France, Britain, and Italy suffering a crisis during the 1970s. See, the 1970s was not kind to Western Europe, because Britain was continuing losing all its colonial possessions, and the British could not attain coal or attain any energy that they would normally get from, or the resources that they would normally get from Africa or in India. So a lot of people in Great Britain was cold. They had to put on sweaters. The heating prices was going up. Same way like France. France and Italy, Germans too. They need an automobile, the automobile industry. So Richard Nixon decided, well, because we in a Cold War, and also I'm bringing up Japan as well. So he gave, because Japan, the Western Europeans, Germany, Italy was in economic disaster. He decided to go ahead and take the gold, the United States dollar, off of the gold standard. So when he did that, he inadvertently destroyed the economy in the Midwest, especially in the steel belt from Delaware all the way to Minneapolis. That is the steel belt, the Rust Belt, people would call it now. But a lot of people who work in the steel industry and the automobile industry came from, or usually black men that came from the South. Black men who got a 7th grade, 8th grade education, who migrated north during the war. And that man working at Ford, Chrysler, and Chevy, General Motors, because of the sweat of his brow, he got himself a house, and he raised a family in that house. But because of the gold shock, see, I'm doing some real history lessons, because BJ's not going to tell you this. He's not going to tell you about the gold shock of 1971 and how though it really fucked up the black community up. That's why you niggas tried to, that's why one of you niggas tried to say, we got the real photograph of Big J. Anyway, the thing is, nigga, back to BJ's. Well, when the dollar started losing value, it increased what? Inflation. The hyperinflation from 1973 to 1981. Or should I say 82, because there was a recession after Reagan was president. It just continue on that same old thing. So for you to sit there talking about the black man was kicked out the household because of Monahan and the welfare program that Lyndon Johnson created, That's bullshit. And you know it. But then there's also something though, and I hope I did not forgot what I was about to say earlier. There's something else though you didn't want to bring up on why women, African American women, women at large are not trying to hear what you Negroes got to say. Well, mainly because the education level, because of single parent households that, you know, men having multiple baby mamas, and how boys' education dropped. You would never talk about why Ritalin. I know it's so much going on, y'all. It's so much information I gotta say, but you won't even talk about how since the 1970s, Ritalin and Prozac and mine and I forgot the other drug was given to black, or not just black, but young pre-adolescent boys in terms of education. So if people are, so if you got one population that's been fed with drugs, and this boy been fed with drugs from during his horrible years, he's not going to become dateable by the time he's 16, 17, 18 years old. But you don't talk about that, BGS. Let me tell you why you don't talk about things like that. Because you will be punching up. See, BGS, you will be punching up. It's easy to punch on Keisha. It's easy for you and Anger Man and Obsidian to punch on that the Strag. It's easy to punch on look, Quaquisha and Keisha and Manisha. It's easy to punch on them rather than punching on what really ails you as a man. It's easy because Grandpa sold this country out. And BGS, you was an adult when Grandpa, quote unquote, sold his own country out. Let me step back a minute and let me explain about how Grandpa, quote unquote, sold this country out. Now, I already gave y'all a point about Richard Nixon and the what you call it, when Richard Nixon went ahead and gave us took the dollar off the gold standard in 1971. But at the same time, what did Ronald Reagan did during the 1980s? Oh, he deregulated American society. That's the second thing, and the third thing Ronald Reagan did, he indebted himself to the Chinese to build military capabilities in order to break the Russians. We became a nation in debt during the 1980s. That further devalued the strength of the American dollar. Therefore, a single man can't buy a house when he turns 18 years old, much less a car. But But BGS, you don't talk about stuff like this because it would require you to punch up. It would acquire those dingbats in your chat room and in those ass kisser yours on your panel to think. See, BGS, it's like what the mind of Marcus said though the other day, a few years ago. BGS, you're not a thinker. You're not a feeler. You feel. See, you can't just say that black women or women in general are in their emotions when your talking points is based upon an emotion as well. Your emotion is tied to your dick. You want to play with your dick without, and yet you don't want to accept the responsibilities with it. See, y'all like to quote Spider-Man, yes, with great power comes with great responsibility. Well, nigga, the penis is a powerful weapon. What we have between our legs is a powerful weapon. As men, right? But damn, nigga, you ain't responsible with what the power you have. You're not required. See, anybody who wants to shame, blame, and explain, you're not powerful. Y'all weak. You ain't no rolling tide. No, nigga. Y'all ain't no rolling tide. Y'all ain't no waterfall. Y'all ain't no raging river. No. Y'all none of that. You're just dishwater. Yes. You're tame as dishwater. You ain't no rolling tide. You ain't no damn shit. No raging river. You're just a dishwater in somebody's sink with soap in it, with grease bubbling to the top. So for me, since you and AB Media want to come after me though the other day, talking about, oh, Big J was trying to fuck on Angelica, or fuck on May, or fuck on Femi. Nigga, let me help you. Let me help you, small brain Negroes over there. My job, my mission is not women. There's a P word that I want. Because I got these solutions, you don't. I want that P word. And you and Anger Man and Obsidian are in the way. So is Roller Tomasi's in the way. So is, but anyway, the thing is, nigga, you are in the way. What needs to be done? You don't want to address the real issues that the heterosexual man is going through. You don't want to solve the problem that the working class man is going through. But the thing is, BGS, all of this shit was under your goddamn watch, and you did a fuck. All you did was him and harmony, and try to make women submit. Women don't have to submit to a fucking thing. She has a choice. I would like to see you debate either AB Media or Edward. You know what, Mike? because of what happened last week, Mike, I want this to happen, Mike. And Mike, I'm going to propose that since Edward attacked you and attacked me last week, I I have a proposal. Right, I have a proposal. Now it needs to be on a neutral platform, right? It needs to be on a neutral platform. I would like to have you, me, and MOT face BGS, AB Media, and Edward. I want to see that. I want to see like the three of us against those. Right. My means I have no idea why he attacked. Yeah. You see, let me tell you something. These Negroes are bored. They're bored. You doing your own thing, Mike. Edward got no business coming after you. None. Right. Exactly. Yes. A steel cage match. Wait a minute. Is this who I think this is? Hold on. Stop the presses. Is this who I think this is? If this is who I think this is, thank you for coming to my channel. All right. It's been an honor. All right. If this is who I think Lectural is. Anyway, if this is who I think this is, and I hope that is that person who I'm referring to, but anyway, I could be wrong. Anyway, yes, Mike. Yes, Mike. I want a steel cage match. War Re style on a debate. The three of us against his. Because the problem is BGS talks shit on his channel while having his goons do all that little ad libs. He'll allow the flying monkeys on his channel. The flying monkeys like Chaos Rain. Flying monkeys like perverted alchemists. Flying monkeys like I forgot that nigga's name over there. Don Calypso. No. We need to have a they like to get on the panels in the chat rooms and talk shit. No, I want like a mix chat room where like they can't just bellicose their bullshit. They have to fight in that chat room. I want to see the three of us against him and whoever he got and have at it. Because B just is lying about a whole lot of shit. Who is it? This intellectual person? No. Let me stop sharing. Stop sharing real quick. Is this who I think this is? Now, if it is this person who I think it is, because anyway, where was I at? Hold on. Let me see if this is the person who I think. How come it won't let me see the the channel. Oh, okay. Okay. The hell? Okay. About to say. Okay. It's somebody else. Okay, it's somebody else. I thought it was. Listen, listen. I thought it was a old girl. She said, uh, May said, who you think it is, Big J? I thought it was lectural media channel. I thought it was her. I was about to say, damn, shit, you come over here and shit. I was about to say, damn. Yeah, but never mind then. I thought it was her. Like, damn, it's an honor to have you over here. Shit. Anyway, it's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Don't intellectual. Don't do not feel bad. I thought that you was somebody else. All right. You know. But anyway, where was I at? Yeah, that's what I like to see, Mike, because be just allow them. See, see, you got. I know when you said when B just by himself, it's easy to take B just when he's by himself. And yes, you're right. It is easy to take him when he's on somebody else's panel. But I want to see how sorry his ass is in front of his supporters, though. He should be, but in this case, it's irrelevant because he's saying inherently the higher the house ownership means more submission. Oh, okay. But anyway, I was gonna bring up another point. I was gonna bring up another point, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. You know, because I want that. I want a cage match. I really want a cage match debate. Versus Ree, or four versus four. You know, it's four of us against his four. You know, none of that whole show up on my channel, Big J. Of course, I'm not going to show up. I know what you was going to do, and what you did, what you did in MOT was prime example. I did. You know, come on. I've been. How many times I'm going to show up on your channel, nigga, and you going to disparage me, disrespect me? Let me tell you something, nigga. Don't you, nigga? I demand fucking respect. Now I'm gonna show up if I'm gonna get some semblance of fucking respect. See, I ain't no goddamn clown. Now you save that bullshit for somebody else. That's why I said there needs to be a 4 versus 4 or 3 versus 3. I don't know, but it needs to be on an even keel, because nigga, you're not gonna get away with a lot of that, with a lot of those talking points you've been getting away with. So anyway, listen, you you can't worry about a woman if you don't got no money. Some of us over here is broke, but y'all over here weren't worrying about dating. Listen, I know it's hard. It's hard. But sometimes y'all are going to have to sit there and understand. Listen, y'all might not get her. Some of y'all might need to come to the understanding that, you know, And I wish women would stop coming to me talking about, oh, there's somebody for you, and no, no, don't even say that shit. First of all, let me say it like this. Listen, if you don't got it, then you don't got it. We got to stop stigmatizing men who are alone. What's going on, Angelica? What's going on? We got to start stigmatizing men who are alone. Just because a man does not have no wife or no kids does not mean he's a loser. That is an antiquated idea. That's why you got an old ass nigga trying to attack me the other day, a few months ago, because he thought, oh, Big J ain't get no pussy, therefore he's diabetic, and I bet though, man, his heart is going to explode. I like to ask this old nigga, why are you worried about it? SBE, you know, we're gonna have to talk about, and you know, I'm gonna say something too, because Super Sly, what's I call that nigga? Super Sly, and Red Sing the Blues was on a panel, and we gotta talk about death by SBE. I'm going to take all the niggas that died by SBE. There's so many people who died on YouTube. Death by SBE. David Carroll, Paul Protus, Syphila P, Alan Roger Curry. Well, I wouldn't add Alan Curry, but you know, he Alan Curry had a wife and a child, so he was in a happy mode. So no, I couldn't really put him on there, but okay. Ouch! What was the hell was that? You know, Styles, Nut Ward died what, in March. He was probably one of the founders of the first Black Manosphere. Now I'm missing 2-3 names, right? So we got to ask this question. Red Pill Fred. I think Red Pill Fred is gone. But anyway, back to the point. We need to start talking about how come all these, if Shane Blame and Explain was so good, how come a lot of y'all are leaving this planet? With Shane Blame and Explain, SBE. See, I'm not here to make a joke or make light of death. No, not. But this is a if you coming online thinking, no, this is going to help society to go after some woman you don't know because you got a problem with the woman nearby you. You got a problem with the woman nearby you. I'm gonna say that again. You have a problem with the woman nearby you, yet you are attacking women that you don't know online because you don't have the strength or the character to deal with the shit you having in front of you. Y'all think that's power. That's not a power move, niggas. You're just crying. You're crying and you're complaining about something you can't change. See, I was told, man, to change the environment. You terraform the environment. You don't terraform the bitch. Now, I'm using the word bitch because that's how you niggas talk, okay? I'm using the term bitch because that's how you cornballs talk. Because y'all think that word bitch supposed to be uplifting for you as a man. No. No, you know. And yes, BGS. Let me say this too. BGS. I see y'all as a national security threat. And I mean what the fuck I just said. Yes, I view the red pill as a natural security threat. See, BGS, I'm a student of history. See, any revolution begins with disinfected men. Every revolution you can think of, it doesn't just start with some colonel in somebody's army rebelling and become the next George Washington or the next Gaddafi. That's how Gaddafi and George Washington and Gaddafi were colonels before they became generals and overthrew their collective governments. But it's always somebody that's in their army that's always a disinfected human being. Maximilien Robespierre, a disinfected man from France. Napoleon, another disinfected man who was trying to be part of something that he was never was. He was wanting to be French so bad, even though he was not born as a Frenchman. The disinfected. The men who joined the Spanish Civil War. Disinfected men. The men who marched with Mussolini, the black shirts, into Rome in 1922. Disinfected men. If you look at every one of these men, not the leaders, I'm talking about the men who was in their ranks. A whole bulk of them were men who was kept out of or put into bad situations, brought up in bad situations. Even the classic Adolf Hitler, the mustache man, Germany, woo, 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 woo. We can go on a Mao. Ho Chi Minh, the leader of Vietnam, was a disinfected man who was born in a rice farm. All these men, they have one thing in common. They was all heterosexual, disinfected men who, instead of getting the help that they need, somebody got up into their ear. Y'all got up into these disinfected boys' heads. Instead of y'all blaming the system or teaching these men to navigate the system, y'all teach them that women are the problem. And that's why I said y'all got to be stopped. And I meant that shit. I'm not taking this seriously. Or like some of these niggas talk about, well, Big J, you take things too seriously. No. I need to take this seriously because I know history. I study it. Every revolution, civil war, or every coup ends and begins with a disinfected, lost man who listened to extremists, and listened to the fringe. And y'all are the fringe. Y'all are the extremists. That's why the future needs to be fought for. It's the future, nigga. I'm not seeking female validation. That's not the point. I don't need female validation. What you want is female submission because you think, though, you're going to get power from her pussy. You think having access to her mind, body, and possibly soul, you think that's the key to power. No. The key to a man's power, or how men to acquire power, is a lot more than your sexual needs or your perverted idea about women. So, well, man, I guess, though, man, you want to talk, man. I was about to end this live stream, but since you want to talk, I'll let you talk. So I'll let you talk for a minute because I'm about to go to bed because I work tonight. So I'll go ahead and drop the link for you. You know. But yeah, that's my whole gist of the point. You know, that's why I said that. You know, that's why I have a problem. What's going on, May?
Hey, Big J. Y'all in the chat, let me know if my phone starts burping or something. I don't know if you can hear it, but they would
No,
be able to hear it. So let's keep out
no,
for that.
no. I
Okay, well, let
don't
me
at
know if
this
you hear
point.
it.
All right.
Okay, it's good. Yeah, I'm glad you covered this topic because I did see in your feed that BGS had that video about dating, and I think that he needs to kind of realize that he got. I'm being a little funny here, but I'm serious at the same time. He got a yearning himself, and he's not dealing with that. He projects that on these men. I have a feeling that BGS, um, he really has a place where he wants a nice older woman in his life. That's what I believe. Um, Somebody to, like I'm thinking about like a chick like Monique. You know what I'm talking about? The comedian,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
a down home, real chick. Somebody who just be down with you forever because of who you are. I'm not trying to sympathize him or nothing. I'm just saying I feel like that's his real issue. You know, BGS want to be able to go places with somebody nice and like an old school player. Put your outfit on and have nice dinners and go to jazz concert. I really think that's the essence of what's going on with him. And I think instead of him addressing, you know, that deficit or whatever, he just spends all his energy, you know, helping these guys be miserable.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking miserable. And I mean, imagine, Big J, if you just sat around and you tell yourself all these, narratives of victimhood. Oh, this is wrong, that's wrong, nothing's ever going to work out for you. Think about what you're doing to those men. I've talked to him about this before. It's not healing. And you think about it, he's an agnostic, what's he called? Agnostic. So he deals with
Yeah.
this metaphysical and deeper, huh?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. I ain't saying anything. Go ahead.
Okay, he deals with these like deeper thoughts and he's aware. Let me just say that he's too smart to not be aware that he's triggering these men, that he's keeping them stuck in the mud, and he's not liberating them. And he claims, oh, I'm giving them realism and all that stuff, but in reality, you're feeding them depression every day, like on a spoon, hour by hour, channel by channel, panel by panel, stream by stream. You are feeding these men a spoon of depression, one spoon at a time. They're not getting
Mm-hmm.
better. That's the thing. Where are the results? Why aren't they happy monks? That's my question to BGS. Where are the happy monks? You tell them they don't need women, but you got them talking about women all day.
Right.
You tell them that
Right.
women, you know what I'm saying? You telling them that women are so horrible, and why do you keep talking about them all day? Why are you feeding yourself a spoon of horrible? Spoon by spoon. Why are you doing that? It doesn't make logical sense. I'm not in my feelings. They love to say, oh, you're in your feelings. No, I'm being very logical. If you don't like something, like
Mm-hmm.
Lexual, it's very simple. You have choices in life. If you don't like something, you don't pick something. If you want an apple, you don't pick a banana. These are all choices. SB eating is not a choice. That's stupid. It's not logical. Nobody's listening. Nobody gives a fuck. And you're not going to get any results by saying shit out to the abyss. Women need to do this. Who's listening? That's my question. Who's listening? Nobody. Nobody cares. You're just annoying. All that shit is annoying. It doesn't make logical sense. But back to the part about depression. These men are diving deeper and deeper into depression. And like what Tiffany said the other day, she said, who's going to date you? Look at what you're doing. It's not productive. Non-productive men are unattractive. They are fucking unattractive. Nobody's interested in non-productive men. If you told a woman I spend most of my time, just being honest, I spend most of my time with a bunch of angry men complaining about women on the internet anywhere between 4 and 8 hours a day. This is what I do. What is she gonna think about you?
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, you think about how much time they wasted. If BGS wasn't hustling, or he was hustling the right way and not sideways, he would have these men on the program. They could have gotten a damn bachelor's degree by now instead of complaining about black women's education levels. They could have wrote a book by now. They could have started a business. Hmm?
Or at least have they'd be so self aware that he'll teach them to get a woman. I mean, you know, you ask me.
Well, see, that's the problem now. So this is where you run into the problem because it always comes back down to results. I agree with you. Why aren't you teaching them how to find? See, Lexual? Why aren't y'all among yourselves teaching how to find those weak, independent women? You acting like the only thing that exists in the world is strong, independent women. Well, if you don't want a strong, independent woman, go find you a weak, independent woman. Are y'all thinking about that? Where can I find a weak and independent woman? Where can I find it? That's what you want. That's what you go get. They're out here. These are all
Yeah,
choices, and they're not teaching self empowerment and like just even saying you are a man, you have choices. You're responsible for your choices. Now, if you choose some other shit, that's your fault. Would you say, PJ?
right, right. Let me read the chat room because the Gom 11, who's who's been here a long time, he said, BJS is a sick man. You folks must understand this. Yeah, I know he's sick, but this is not really about BJS. It's about this. It's about the sycophant fan base. I got a problem with that fan base he got. They always keep on kissing his ass, and you got that idiot by name of Chaos Rain. You know, but anyway, Pure Butterfly said, "Oh no, hold on." He said, Gen Z said, "I'm glad I didn't go through the BJ's channel during my manospheres phase." Pure
Yeah,
Butterfly said,
that's
"We've been,
good.
yeah, we've been." Pure said, "We've been going saying all these things over 15 years on here, and most of us now just don't give them the time or energy." And she also said, we don't they don't respect a woman's love, devotion, care for the man she chooses. That's why women are opting out. Right. So anyway,
What pure butterflies just said. She said they don't respect a woman's love, devotion, and care for the man she chooses. That's why women opting out. I would say
hmm
pure butterfly that like I said the other day, individual men are individual men. They come with their own culture, their family, their background. Individual women are individual women. They come with the same thing. And we're not a whole class. We don't move as a herd. Everybody's an individual. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So these men might just be those type that have certain behaviors or certain cultures that are just not attractive to the type of women they actually want. The type of women they can attract, they don't like. Clearly, based on like what Lexual said, they can't attract the quality and type or caliber of women. So they're saying, I'm done with dating. Dating sucks. No, water seeks its own level. You're not satisfied because whatever you are is not attracting what you desire. That's a you problem. You need to do some introspection. And what's her name? Angelica, the other day, she was talking about Marcus Aurelius. I never got a chance to look into it yet, but I will. And she was talking about the inner journey of the self. You need to, and BGS needs to be telling you, look at your own sorry ass. What does he always say? Look at the red in your own eye or some shit, the laser beam in your own eye, whatever he said. Same thing. Y'all need to ask yourself, why am I so undesirable to women? And if I'm undesirable to women, am I looking at the right women? Right? The ones that actually could be with me or might want to be with me. You're looking at women that don't have no interest in you. And that's why you're so disappointed. Pick up the water where you are. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like the taste of the water, change your station in life. Change yourself. Figure out why you can't attract quality women. This is a bullshit lie because there are so many people, you know this, Big J, that are happy, that find relationships, they're satisfied, they're good, married 20, 30, 40 years. It only takes one man to be with one woman. You a sorry motherfucker if you look at this whole planet with these billions of people and you can't find one person and you're trying hard. You're trying hard and you can't find one person. Make it make sense. That's some logical shit. Billions of people on the planet and you can't find one. Come on now. Seriously? Seriously.
Um, I don't know if
Oh,
I don't believe in the idea that it's going to sound depressing from my end. I don't believe in the whole idea there's somebody for everybody. I really don't believe in that. Hold on. Let me read Nagom. Nagom used to hang around with Obsidian. So
Okay.
so he said BJS is not here to help anybody. He's here to stop progress and development. These broken men feel obligated to follow him. Their misery needs his company. He feeds them.
He needs their company. He sees them. Mm.
Is BJS
But see,
single and
that's like, but
incel?
then, hold up, Big J, hold up. That goes back to what I said. He does not want to be alone. He really wants the company of a sister like Monique, a down home sister that can cook and they have a good time. They go out. He loves it. Did you hear that last night when he was talking about dating and how it used to be and how he used to go and have nachos with chicks and shit like that? He actually loves the company of women. He said he want to hold a woman. That's
Right.
lonely. I listen.
I heard. Yeah, okay, yeah. You heard that part. We talking about he goes on dates and yeah, he wanna hug on a woman and hold her hand and all that. And I'm sitting there like, but bro, you destroyed all that. You actually destroyed that when you have to see, huh?
You say he destroyed all that when he did what?
Yeah, when he created a woman, created his kids, you know, then married the woman who was the mother of his children.
But you know what? It ain't never too late. It's so many older people. They have spouses that have passed away.
Uh huh.
When I say older, I'm just saying like past 50. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Their spouse passed away. There's nothing wrong with that person. That person's totally functional. That person ain't ran through and wild and for the streets and all of that type of shit. He knows that. There's some nice women out here, classy women out here. The question is, can BGS get those type of women? There's widowed women. There's all kind of, kids left the damn. What happened?
Nagom said, don't believe anything BJ said. He lies like a Persian rug. Ouch.
A Persian rug. Damn,
Ooh,
I didn't
damn.
know.
BJS be lying though. You really have to catch him. You got see he be slick. When he be lying on folks. He be slick, but you know that's
Lex,
why. Yeah, you know. Go ahead.
Lexual says, here we go with the shaming tactic. You're just mad because you can't attract what you want. That sounds like SPE to me. No, brother. That's a logical understanding. You understand? So let's say I was a 500-pound woman. Kevin Samuels taught us this. That's the one thing that let me be nice. That's the one thing that's the one thing that we got from his channel. That there are people, doesn't matter if it's men or women, there are people on the planet who want to be paired with people who are out of their league. We have
Hmm.
pecking orders as human beings. We have it. We're not going to sit here and lie to ourselves. We got pecking orders. If
Right.
I'm a 500-pound woman in society, whether I like it or not, it's not about body shaming and blah, 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 and all that woke shit. If I'm a 500-pound woman, and that means that I'm not in shape, that means I'm probably, unattractive to most, that looks like I don't take care of myself, I don't have a healthy lifestyle, right? I got
Right.
all that going on. How can I, as that same 500-pound woman, I want you to see what y'all do, Lexual. How can I, and that's a physical thing you can see. Some of y'all motherfuckers got mental issues and y'all got social problems and other things and sexual problems going on. And you want somebody to sign up for that shit. But women see you. Y'all may not have physical issues, but I'm giving you a physical one so you can make a connection. I'm 500 pounds. And here I come running with my big ass talking about, hey, brother, don't you want to talk to me? I'm just saying. Or expecting you to approach me. Either way. And I'm disappointed that you don't. And here you are, tall, dark, handsome, smelling good, in shape, muscles popping. You know how that back be moving, shoulders,
Hmm.
all of that. You see what I'm saying? You a good
Right.
looking brother. You're handsome. You're educated. You got the choice of the world. The world is your oyster. You could pick any woman of any color in any part of the world. And here I come with my big fat out of shape ass talking about what about me? Do you see, Lexual, how that doesn't work? We are designed as humans towards natural selection. Your natural instinct as a human being is to find the best physically, emotionally, spiritually. You are trying to find the best to mix your DNA with. You buy a program, even if you don't want to have kids or that's not what you got in your mind. That's your design. That's your DNA. That's what God did. So you guys are asking women to do something opposite of their nature. You're asking men to do something opposite of their nature. Water seeks its own level. And so if you're not on a certain level, it's that person's job to say no, thank you. And so when you get no thank you more than you ever get, sure, I'm interested, then guess what? You got to say, what am I doing wrong? Am I trying to get people out of my range? They're not on my level. Maybe I need to either up my shit or I got to say, why am I so low with my shit? That's logical, Lexual. That's very logical. I'm not saying nothing crazy. And I'm not SBEing you. Don't try that every time. And I hear y'all do that to Big J. You're SBE. And no, when everybody says something logical, then you say it's SBE. Somebody handing you the truth, it's SBE. That's bullshit. Y'all need to understand. Maybe you're not supposed to date. BGS, maybe they're not cut out for dating. And to say what, to respond to you, Big J, you said that you don't believe there's one person. I'm not talking about soulmate stuff. I'm saying in order for you to be in a relationship, it takes one man and it takes one woman to be in a relationship.
Right. Right.
It's just two people. Any two people in the world could be in any relationship in the world. And all I'm saying is when you're trying and you're pursuing and you really, really want a relationship and you're doing the best you can, and then you can't come up with one person in the whole entire world. You can't find one person that wants to date you. I didn't say commit for life, but I'm just saying one person that even want to be bothered with your ass, that's a problem.
Right. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get what you're talking about. I get what you're talking
Yeah, yeah, I ain't talking about no soulmate stuff and all that, because I think anybody could, make it with anybody if they got enough in common. But yeah, this idea that, always woe is me. He asked a question. What did he say? He said, where do I find weak women? You see that? You see how crazy they are? Where do I find weak women? Like he want me to answer that.
Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta scroll up in the chat room. Let me scroll up in the chat room. He actually said that.
He says, May the Alchemist, where did you get weak women? I never said that. Oh, okay. Because I said earlier, he said he don't want strong, independent women. I said, well, maybe you want a weak, dependent woman. That's the opposite. That's where I got it from. I thought he was asking me, where do you find them? He said, where did I get that idea?
Do women or men try to step out their league? Well, I'll contest. Yes,
Both.
I stepped out of my league. Both actually stepped out of their leagues. I did. I'm chasing after somebody that I had no business trying to chase after. And that was a waste of time.
Well, I'm not
But
asking you the details, Big J, but when you say that, was that something that you could actually quantify and you just say, okay, this person's this and I'm not that? Was it like that? I don't want you the details, but what makes you say out of your league?
um, social economic class.
Okay, gotcha. It was something you
Yeah,
could measure. Okay.
yeah. So the social economics. Shit, man. I was broke. What? Why am I trying to chase after? I'm a broke ass nigga. Why am I trying to chase after a woman whose daddy was the mayor? You see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And that's on some real life shit. Okay, now
Yeah.
that's on some real life shit. Yeah, I was chasing out a woman who was a girl whose daddy was the mayor. No, that was far out of my fucking league. You see what I'm saying? And then though I
Yeah.
gave up on that. You know what? I'm gonna tell on myself. I'm gonna tell on myself. So
All right.
so I became jaded, right? I became jaded to the point where um that I said fuck it. Now I'm at 27, 28 years old. I said fuck it. You know, trying to chase after this and that and third and no, but you know how that is, But
Hold on
I'm not
one
gonna tell
second.
you
I don't
that
know.
much.
Wait, whoa, wait, Big J. Pure Butterfly is saying no. I don't know. Look at what she's talking about. I don't know what she's saying. But go ahead.
She's trying to get me to um be hopeful, right? But I'm not on that trying. I'm not. I'm just talking about myself in the past. Um, but back then, yeah. That I was out of my league. So like this whole idea of the, you know how like they keep talking about that 20-80 rule thing, or 20%, 80% of women chase after the top 20% of men.
Yeah.
So do we, you know. So do we. I At that time I was lusting after this. I'm telling myself in my younger years, right? I was lusting after the head cheerleader at one point. It was a waste of time. You see, everybody try to chase after the top. We live in a capitalistic society. Now, a couple months we gonna, things gonna, you know, level itself out. You know, win to college, same old shit. Until I realized, I actually got jaded. So I got jaded coming about relationships and shit. But you know,
But you know what? Gen Z is saying that what did he say on here? He said, I go to college with girls that are out of my league because many of them come from old money and new money families. So economics is just one way that a person can feel like they're not in their league. And I think it takes a big person, Big J, to be able to just say realistically, not in your ego, but just being realistic and saying, you know what? It's not about the quality of my person, right? What I'm made of. It's not about that. It's just that in society, there's just these different things. And we can try, but we have so much differences that it just may not be compatible. Um,
mm-hmm.
and it's just that simple because it can be conflict. I have an aunt, and she's an intellectual, highly educated woman, and
Right.
she's with a good old country boy. His vocabulary is very limited. She's married to him for 30, 40 years. His vocabulary is limited. His ability to like navigate like conversations and social environments. I mean, it's so many thousands of things that become a challenge, a space that they can't connect on. Like certain conversations she can't have with him. But if you want him to build a deck, you know what I'm saying? You want somebody to be there and make some muscadine wine. You want somebody to barbecue with, have fish fry, build some shit, fix some shit, air conditioner. He is a functional, real whole fucking man. We see him in his greatness, but there's a gap because he married an intellectual, highly educated woman. And that's just something they got to deal with. But everybody can't step across the bridge. Sometimes it creates too much tension. I was married to an African, you know. And so it's not about your quality. It's just he's out of my league and I'm out of his league because I'm Western and he's an African, and he
Right.
wasn't Western enough. So some of the stuff, you know, can't bridge the gap. We can't bridge the gap, and so this is why people try to. The best relationships are those where people have the most in common. This is why Indians, and I'm gonna defend my people. Indians have arranged marriages because they want to make sure you're from the same caste, same class, same social class, same money, similar family backgrounds, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe even same region, definitely same religion. That's why they pair their children together because they know that the commonalities will become the bond. We're Western, so we don't do arranged marriages for the most part, but that's why commonality is everything. And so these dudes, I'm going back to the point, these dudes want to bond with women they don't have nothing in common with. Some of these dudes are slouchy, they're raggedy, and you want a
Right.
woman who's well put together. You out of shape and you want a woman who's in shape. Like, come on, they're not being real. They're behind avatars. Don't forget that, Big J. They behind
Right.
avatars.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Speaking about Africa, I was going to do a live stream on this, but something's going on in Nigeria where 200 people got burnt to a crisp. They got set on fire. 200 people got set on fire, and the government has been trying to cover it up over there
In what country?
in Nigeria.
Oh, I never heard of that. That's crazy.
It was all over Twitter and shit, and they were talking about because everybody was so worked. Everybody's talking about even the Pope, because I watched the Pope, right? The Pope mentioned it. I said, wait, what? The Pope said, what? There's something going on in Africa. So I went on Twitter, and there was this guy. I forgot the guy's name. Was DVM something like that. He's Nigerian. I think he's like another YouTube personality and over there. And I'm surprised I don't hear O'Shea or that dumbass nigga Phil the Advice show mention it. Yeah, 200, and they went in that house and they found dead 200. No, they found some dead babies burnt up. And I'm looking at the
Really?
skeleton. Yeah. I was gonna do a live stream that they said it was some Muslims went to a Christian town and you know shot everybody up and then they dismembered the bodies and set them on fire and stuff. I said, what the hell going on over there? Yeah, I
And
was gonna do a live stream on that, but I didn't. But because of what happened with Israel and that shooting in Minnesota, I couldn't, you know, yeah.
Jim
Right,
V is said
right,
he said it's in northern Nigeria.
right. Yeah, it happened in northern Nigeria. I saw that. I saw that video. Yeah, they were more worried about the cows than about them 200 people who was murked.
Yeah.
So
But
I don't know.
I would definitely say that they need to just stop the whole logical argument. If this is logical, you're not logical. You're in your feelings. That they need to really just stop that because a lot of this stuff they're doing is just not logical. Just some basic
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, like yeah, like you got that one nigga talking about facts over feelings, facts over feelings. When you listen to that dumb idiot talking, everything is based upon emotion.
It is. It's totally emotional. This is
When
an
you
emotional movement. If we're honest, the manosphere is a very emotional movement. As it stands,
right,
it's a very emotional.
it's based upon emotion. It's not based upon logic. You know,
Yeah.
simple logic would be like, okay, in order to attain a woman, you have to do what? Oh, be respectful, be considerate, be kind. You can't get a woman by saying, "Oh, she's a shock dot, she's a bitch, she's a hoe, blah 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 blah." You like, so when you name calling somebody or calling people out their name, you're not being logical. You're being emotional.
Yeah, or just even
You know?
collectively saying all women or something. How is that
Yeah.
all women? Women are individuals. Who are you talk? Who? That's my question. Who are you talking about specifically? Do you have a specific
Right.
woman in mind? Name her ass. You can't say all women. I mean, just it's not. That's not logical. That's
Right.
not. a whole group of people. And then the other thing is, if monkhood is the goal, you have a right to do that. I call that you got a free agent, which is anybody who doesn't want to be part of the institution of marriage. You're a free agent. Free agents don't have rules. They can do whatever they want. You can be single one minute and then you decide you want to get married. But until you decide you want to be in an institution of marriage, you're a free agent. Free agents can do whatever they want. They can have children out of wedlock. There's no rules for free
Mm,
agents. Do what you want to do. Do what thou
mm,
wilt, you know. And we got to stop trying to judge. You got to pick a team. Are you about the institution of marriage and you want to set up some kind of moral high ground that you want to operate by for yourself, not pushing on others? And if you want to, then do that. And that's the only thing you need to worry about is your marriage with that one woman. That's the solution right there. Now, if you
mm.
can't get a woman, that's a different problem. You're a free agent for some particular reason. If you're a free agent and you're out here, you're not going to get virgins. I heard him talk about that. Didn't he say that on the video? Some about women are not virgins and something, something. You're a free agent. You're not going to get a virgin. What are you thinking? Your dick is free flowing and hers is too. You know what I'm saying? You free agents, all of y'all.
If you over the age of 30, why are you talking about you want a virgin for?
Right, right. You've been out here slinging your thing wherever you could for
Yeah,
12 years, and then you expect somebody to just be sitting around waiting on you with no man. Come on.
it's like the I hear some of the idiots talking about I don't want no single mother. Why nigga you 40, bruh, you 40. If you're over the age of 35, you can't be complaining about since all there is single mothers, right? You can't complain because women, if you're single and then there's single women who's 35, she's not most likely her clock is ticking. She might have a baby at some point. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's stupid. It's asinine. You
But
know.
these same dudes a lot of times got kids too. So you saying that's what I'm saying. You sitting up here with two and three. A lot of these dudes that's doing all this talking. I'm telling you,
Mm,
I've talked to them. They SPN. You be like, well, how many kids do you have? Oh yeah, I got two kids. How are they by the same woman? No, I got two baby mom. Okay,
right,
all right,
right,
okay.
right. But you know what, man? I would love to see you talk to this one special nigga who thinks that Chicago is destroyed by black single mothers, but then he sold drugs. But you know what?
Oh
I'm gonna
wow.
leave. You know what? I ain't saying his name because he's paranoid. Okay, he's
Oh
paranoid.
god.
What's
So
going on,
he
Taylor?
so he destroyed the community, and now he want to complain.
Yeah, yeah. So he's a classic dumbass, and I have a personal problem because I would like to put my goddamn. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, oh.
Let me calm down. Yeah. I have a personal problem with that idiot. Talking about black women are this, black women are that, and I'm like, okay, nigga, what have you had done? Oh man, I left the United States Navy and I sold drugs because I was jealous of the drug dealer. Shut up. Now I ain't
Right.
gonna
Just
say
cut
his
it up.
name.
You are
Just
now
shut up.
irrelevant.
That big nose ass nigga. Yeah, just talking. You know, want to be a Trump supporter.
Oh
Sit your
wow.
ass down.
Now to reform.
Yeah,
He's a reformed hooligan who then went conservative. Wow. They the worst
yeah,
type.
yeah.
They're the worst type. Yeah, but a lot of this stuff is just not logical. And I mean, what's wrong with just saying something's not for you? If it's not working out, it's just not for you. BGS just tell them, hey man, it ain't for you. Don't worry about it. Just tell them the truth, man. It's okay. Everything ain't for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all supposed to be men. You
Right.
can suck it up, man. Suck it up. There's so many men who wanted to go to the NFL. Ain't but one or two gonna get through. It ain't for you. It's okay. You gotta teach these men resilience. BGS, you gotta teach resilience. That's what I'm saying. He's not fair and he's not right because he's not teaching them resilience. Instead, he gives them a whole lion ass narrative of how in history and starting with the Manahan report on the annual report how his downfall has been sealed since what do you say 1422, some shit like
No, no. Remember when he said in 1750 black women had more power than black men since 1750, and I'm saying like, okay, nigga, this 1750 when he, because he said it over here one time, right? He got on my panel one time and said in 1750 black women had more power than black men. And I'm sitting there like, okay, nigga. So you're saying it's because she was living in his house, the master's house, and because she get to be dicked down and forced upon, you think that is power, and because she can boss people around that house? Well, nigga, first of all, though, she can be sold at any time. She can be separated from her own children. Her children can be killed off at any time with impunity. But he think though, well, the black woman got more power than black men since 1750. 1750. Right. I'm using it, and that is a year. I'm just like, I'm scratching my
do you
head
see
like
how
I don't make
ignorant
no.
that is? Do you see how
Yeah.
ignorant that is playing Olympics game? We play an Olympics
Yeah.
game, victim Olympics with slavery. Okay. So
Hmm.
basically, I was a weaker slave than you were. Well, you were still a slave. So, like, what difference does it make? Nobody's really empowered here. And
Right.
none of this stuff was a choice. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. That kind of stuff, you just can't. That's why I said they're not logical. This is emotional. This is a desperate need to weave together some bullshit ass facts together to create a narrative of victimhood for a bunch of men who just can't. They just
Or the
can't.
whole, or the whole. I forgot who said it. Oh, black women started the two world wars. I'm just like, I know y'all didn't get on no panel for 7 hours and said black
Yeah.
started the two world wars. So wait a minute. That one was funny. Now this was not BGS. I forgot the name of the person who said it because I have it somewhere. I have it saved somewhere. This nigga thought, okay, Art Duke Ferdinand was killed by the thing about by the terrorist group called the Black Hand. If you know about World War One, how to start, yeah, right. So you mean some black American woman sailed across the goddamn ocean, went into Austria Hungary, shot killed the Archduke Ferdinand, so we can have World War One? It's so fucking insane. They get that they get on a panel and say that dumbass shit.
You know what? They're gynocrats. So it does make sense. If you're a gynocrat, you do shit like that. The world ends, listen, the world begins and ends with women. The black woman. The
Mm,
black woman is God. The black woman is God. She's responsible for everything. She has all the power in her womb. She controls everybody and everything. Anything that happens on this planet is because of the black woman. This
right,
is a master gynocrat. This is
right.
gynocracy at its finest.
But you know what, you're right though about that BJS he actually supports got the so-called gynocracy. But you know how you go to church, right? And
Mhm,
usually the person who is preaching will tell you about the good, the Lord, and what King David did, what Solomon did back in the day, or
mhm.
Samson, blah 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 blah. But the sermon was mostly about Satan. Satan did this. Satan did that. Satan turned that rod into a snake. Satan was over here trying to tempt the Lord when the Lord was out in the wilderness, and Satan was tempting Moses when he was 40 days and nights out there. Blah 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 blah. You talk nothing about Satan. Talk everybody about Satan except for what the book was really about. the prophets, the Lord Himself. See, I call it worshiping the devil while being we use that Bible. That's what BJ is doing. He's honoring the guy.
He's worshiping women with attention. When you think about it, these men give their worship is a form of attention. They give their breath, they give their time, their talk, their energy. These men could be doing amazing things out here. They really could. At any moment, they could go out and enroll in school. But no, they want to submit to the gynocracy. They want to speak on women, talk on women, philosophize on women. You know, it's kind of crazy. I think it's kind of funny because they make me feel. I told him that last time I talked to him. I said, BJ, you make me feel fucking powerful. And I don't even have that kind of power. It just amazes my fucking soul. It does. I didn't know I could do so much damage or that I could heal and do so much. I just didn't know. But the way you paint it, he'll make a black woman be like, damn, I'm powerful. Yeah. And we ain't feeling that kind of power. We're not feeling that shit. But if you say so, Negro, damn. And that's what I told him. You give away your power. Think about it. You are giving away your power. You're giving away your attention. It's something you say you don't want, though. But you say you don't want it.
It's like what Ty City said about SBE. SBE is when people are trying to argue from the position of weakness. That's what this is. You arguing from the position of weakness, and that's why I'm tired of it. You know, every time I open the internet, I don't care where I'm at. It's always some black man get up on the camera talking about hair weave. It's always some black man worried about what Keisha doing, or what or a black woman slaps some woman beside the head at a grocery store. Some old shit, or some news story with some black woman acting a fool. Like, bruh, is that all y'all do? Y'all think though that shit is powerful? It's a source of power. Yeah, man, we're just bringing awareness.
No, it's not awareness.
It's not awareness.
Like I said to AB Media, why are you worried about women as a class? Something's wrong logically. You got one. First of all, do you have a woman? He said he didn't. Okay, so you don't need to be worried about any women because you don't even have one, period. And even if you had a woman, her weave is the only weave you need to worry about. That's the only weave you might be able to influence. Does that make sense?
You're right. Right.
That one weave on that one woman that you with is the only thing you need to concern yourself with. You might be able to influence that weave. You might be. Because women are territorial. This is their fucking style. You know, you might be able to say, hey, baby, you know, can you go natural? I'm going to pay for it. See you to a natural salon. See if you want to try that out. I think I might like it. Would you like it? You can negotiate. You're talking about going to the table. You can go to the table about a weave or a wig. But then the question is, why did you choose a woman if you're so into natural women that, you know, got a wig or weave? Once again, this is a choice. If you really don't like women with wigs or weaves, then why the fuck are you looking at them? It's not your business. This is really a BGS. This is a mind your business course. You understand? If you Negroes would mind your business, you won't have any problems. Weaves are not your business. Do you want a weave?
But my thing is this though, right? The women that I see wearing weave, right? They don't do that every day. That's not everything. They do that. They wear that weave when it's wedding, when there's a wedding coming, or there's somebody graduating, or when there's somebody or some special event. They're not weaving, sandling it up on a daily basis. That's like look, a month. They wearing it in you know a month or two, and it's gone.
I don't know, Big J, because Shira Star Goddess, her ass have a different wig and weave every day. There are some women who have lots of wigs and weave, but I get your point. Not every woman is wearing a weave every day. But then the question is, why are you talking to her? Why are you worried about her? If you don't like weave, don't worry about her. Don't date her if that's what your problem is. But But at the end of the day, she's not dating you. So why are you on her head? Why do you care about her head? You got a
And,
daughter, maybe. You can tell your daughter how to put her hair because you pay for it. But other than that, even a woman in your life, you don't have no damn jurisdiction over her hair. This is some gay shit. I'm just gonna be honest. It's some gay shit. Men
uh,
worrying
uh, uh,
about women's hair.
let me say something real quick, because Vita, I don't know why Vita uh trying to draw my attention to this, but I'm gonna say this right now, since Vita said this, right? Um, I'm gonna say it like this: an owl, right? The more an owl, this nigga needs to be like an owl, right? I'm not talking about V-Dub. I'm talking about who V-Dub is talking about, right?
Uh
The
huh.
person V-Dub is
Hmm.
talking about. This person needs to be like an owl. The more you speak, the less you listen. The less you speak, the more you learn, right? And I'm gonna
Hmm.
leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there because he opened up his mouth up too damn much back in March and April. He said something too much, too damn much, and yeah. I'm just gonna give him a rope so he can hang himself. So he might as well fuck fuck with somebody else, bother somebody else, because he got enough rope to hang himself. So so he needs to worry about somebody else at this point, because I ain't trying to hear that shit. Anyway,
Who is the Avenger? Is he like a red pill, black pill person, or what is he?
you mentioned this person on Soul's channel. Remember
The
when Soul
Avenger?
Soul remember when Soul Vital was instigating some bullshit, being messy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he mentioned that person.
Oh, okay.
I ain't saying, yeah. I'm talking about that old, that nigga who sound like though he came from a halfway house.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
don't know who Avenger is. I ain't got a clue. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. Well, he's nobody important. He's nobody important. He just
Oh,
he,
okay.
he want
That's
he
yeah.
want
Whatever.
me. Yeah.
He wants
He
your
ain't nobody.
attention.
Yeah, he want my attention.
Yeah.
Shit. Same way like Brownsville came over here the other day. You know, I've been gone from Sherrod's channel. Why you niggas want to show up over here for?
They want you to come back so they can make some
Uh,
money.
nah, Treat me right the first fucking time. No, I ain't going over there. Yeah,
They probably
Brownsville gonna
didn't ran
come over.
away. Anybody who's got an independent opinion, they probably didn't ran them away. You know, you can get to the point where your echo chamber is so fucking boring. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It really can.
But goddamn, man, MOT cooked the shit out of Brownsville. He cooked the shit out of Brownsville over here.
Oh wow, I got
I'm
to go
like,
back and
God,
see.
man, Brownsville cooked. Brownsville got cooked. MOT cooked the shit out of Brownsville over here. I was like, damn. Shit, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting Brownsville to back off and shit. No, Brownsville start yelling and screaming and shit. And I want to ask this question: where is Bomb at?
Uh
Since
oh,
Bomb
don't
Cherry
start on
said
bomb. Don't start on bomb. Leave
no,
bomb
no,
alone.
no, 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 no. Bomb said I was jealous. So I wanted Bomb saw Brownsville over here acting a fucking fool. I
Why
wonder
would
if
you
she
be?
if she,
Let me
she
just. I just want to say this. Why would you be jealous of Brownsville? Brownsville is a pandering ass, crying ass man. I'm just telling you my opinion. It's not influenced by nothing you say. If he was when he's on the panel, when he gets on, do you know I always log off? When I used to
yeah,
listen, I used to literally,
yeah,
soon as he would show up, I would log the whole fuck off because I don't care. I mean, Sharon is bad enough, but I don't care for that deep level, saturated, sappy ass, lame ass, weak ass conversation he has. Queen, sister, I gotta make sure I lay it out right. And da 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 da. Princesses and that. Shut up. That shit sounds stupid. That shit sounds dumb. You pandering. And the only people, let me be real, The only women who suck that up and who like that
are
are
broken
women
ass
with
women.
really, really low self-esteem. Huh?
Yeah. Like the women over there are broken. The women over there broken.
Well, I'm
Shit.
not speaking on particular women, but I'm just saying in general, women who like that deep level pandering, you kissing and licking their asshole, those are women who are they're starving. They're starving for affection. They're starving for attention. You see what I'm saying? They like
Mm,
Ethiopia in the 80s. They ain't got shit. They trying to hang on to something. And any little kindness from a man is all they fucking need. You get what I'm saying?
oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, I almost died when you said Ethiopian. 1980s Ethiopian. Damn. I almost died, yo. Damn.
Well, you got the
Damn.
picture. They starving. You got it.
Every time I go over there, it's almost like they're just ignoring because I asked Brownsville over here when he came over here. I asked, why do you call every woman queen except for your wife? Because like that was
Mm.
one of my main problems I had with him. Why don't because me and Rude Imp always ask Brownsville that question. How come you never refer to your wife as a queen, but you call everybody else queen? Because I always thought, wait a minute, there's something wrong. Why ain't calling your lady who's in your house queen? Because your house is a castle and shit.
Right.
So you should be the queen. She should be the queen in the house and shit. You know what I'm saying? The queen
Hmm.
of the castle. That's what I'm looking. You know what? I ain't beefing with him no more. Cause like what happened when he was over here
He's still
and
full of shit. You ain't beefing with him, but he's still full of shit. That don't
I,
change.
yeah. He's still full of shit. The point is, I ain't beefing with him with his ass anymore.
Right.
I ain't beefing with his ass on the. But my problem is not her, not them, not him. It's the people who are enabling him. I really got the people. I got a problem with the people who are enabling him.
I think you should make peace with it. There's a lot of thirsty women, and he's quenching the thirst. I think you make peace with it. You just say, okay. Think about this too. He's from New York, right? And he's from New York.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So one thing I can tell you, this is something BGS might need to do. He might need to partner with. He might need to partner with Brownsville. Hey, Lexel and AB Media. Let Brownsville put y'all up on some weak game. It ain't the best game, but it's weak game, and it'll get you somewhere. Brownsville, I'm promising you, the reason why he does that when he was younger, when he wasn't married, he can talk bras out of their panties. Promise you, talking straight out their panties.
I can't do that. Getting women like like these women have to be so low for for them to overlook a lot of the discrepancies that come out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? I just be like, huh?
Well, this is this,
Y'all
this
ain't
is you knowing him.
y'all ain't hit
This is you knowing him online and listening to his rhetoric. I'm talking about in real life, just walking down the street.
right,
Imagine him walking down the
right.
street. Queen Goddess, let me get this door for you. Treat you with the most utmost respect, Queen. All that type of shit. And she'd be like,
Mm,
ooh. That's what I'm saying. A lot of women, and there's some women, it's not that they don't necessarily have to have like low self-esteem. But when some guys go up and above and beyond and do the most, they like, ooh, dudes don't really step to me like this. Ooh, I want to see what this
mm,
bitch feel like. How deep does this go? Is this gonna end up in being great dates? It opens her mind up to the possibilities. Women are hopers. We always hope something's great. And so when you talk like that to women, they be like, wow, they start thinking, "What, could I marry somebody like this? What if my husband treated me like this every day? Could he be my husband?" We're hopers. We always hoping. And he keeps hope alive with that bullshit. I'm up on game. I'm an old dog. I know. I done seen a million Brownsvilles. Trust me, especially in the conscious community. And what you found
man,
out is behind the scenes, they be whooping bitches' asses. They be doing all kind of fuck shit.
cheating, man,
Yep.
don't eat, man. I used to
Yep.
go in. I used to go in on the conscious community. I used to go in on them niggas. You know what? Let me be quiet
It's a
because
it's
somebody
Big J. That shit is a straight
they
act. It's a straight fucking act. That's all it
yeah,
is.
because
An act.
I'm like I'm listening to him like I know what you're doing. Stop with that queen shit, queen goddess bullshit. I know what the fuck you do, nigga. It's a ruse. I remember. I don't know, man. If you ever heard of the person named King Noble, King Noble back in the day.
Ah,
He,
King Noble. Okay.
uh, well, some of us who've been there a long time, we know who King Noble. King Noble, he used to sub something to my channel, and King Noble be talking about, yeah, man, black supremacy, yeah, black supremacy, and all these black women be online. Oh my God, he's talking some real shit against the white man. Okay, then he did a video of this black girl, of this black woman submitting herself to him. Right, she's over there, on her hands and knees, bowing down to him, and he's with he's sitting there Indian style, his arms crossed, and saying, "Yeah, I got the black bitch submitted." I'm like,
Oh wow. Wow.
y'all don't, y'all. I'm like, y'all don't see this shit,
See, yes,
you know?
they be on some bullshit. And New Yorkers are
Yeah,
fast talkers. They fast talkers. They're hustlers. They say they're whoever they need to be at that moment to whoever they need to be that to. That's just how they are. And no disrespect, Bronzebird, but y'all motherfuckers is hustlers. Y'all say whatever and do whatever in the moment to get the best position for yourself, and you switch up later. And I tell you, Sherrod, one day he already tried, one time, not try, he accidentally broke his goddamn, what do you call it? He broke character. It's gonna happen again eventually. He gonna nut the whole fuck up one day, and they gonna really see.
Pierre, yeah, Pierre said, is a King Noble still on YouTube? Far as I know, I think he. The last time I saw him was 6, 7 months ago. I only in passing. I don't really watch him anymore. I stopped watching him around 2015, but I do know though he subbed to my channel though. He subbed to my channel though. Because I used to I used to make fun of his ass having that
Mother,
woman. Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
Mother
and then
said
like
he says the same misogyny with Shea Butter. Hell no.
yeah,
Same misogyny with Shea
yeah,
Butter. That shit's funny. Hell yeah. Mix
yeah,
the Shea
yeah,
Butter
yeah,
with it. That's all.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Same matching Nor with the Shea Butter. Yeah, that's all that is. You know.
Mm. Look
Yeah,
at
and
AB. AB. Look, you see that? Do you see AB Media? He just snuck in
yeah,
here. I called
yeah,
his name.
mm, yeah. King Noble was Nature Boy 1.0. Yeah, if you know about Nature Boy,
Yeah,
I don't know if
I
you heard.
do.
Yeah, okay. King Noble was like that. He
Oh
was on that
wow.
level. Yeah,
Oh
he
wow.
was on that level. Yeah, yeah. Talking about he living in a tent. He's off the grid. Yeah, that was a whole when the whole conscious community niggas was on that we off the grid shit narrative.
Oh
Yo, man, we are sovereign citizens, and we don't believe in the law, and there's no courthouse. Blah blah.
man.
That was on that bullshit
I had my
back
in
then.
person. I had my in person experiences with the Atlanta conscious community, which is big and wide. And after dealing with them, I think I was like what 18 or 19 when I started being around. It didn't take me to the age of 20. I think it took me 2 years to figure out all of them was full of shit. They be eating bologna sandwiches and claiming they vegan. They be on crack. They just go in and out the jail, homeless, depending on when.
Yeah.
Talking about their king. Oh, they a hot mess.
Mm,
The conscious community is where you go to be nobody. That's reality. You just lazy and you got a lot of excuses. Just like the manosphere, lazy and a bunch of excuses. But AB Media, I want to say this to you. AB Media, you need to talk to Brownsville, okay? I got a prescription for you. You a lonely man, and what you need to do is you need to holler at Brownsville because he got some weak ass game for you, but it's better than what you got going on. And so what he gonna do is he gonna teach you how to introduce yourself to women, and you're gonna have to say stuff like Empress, Peace, Goddess, Love, and all that type of shit. and then you gonna find yourself getting attention from women. So this might be, you might actually get some coochie. I'm just saying, hit him up, AB, hit him up.
Wait, yeah. Wait, hold on. Mother twerks. Yes. They really try to tell black women we shouldn't have periods. Yeah, I remember that shit. Yo, yeah, that shit. I be like, huh? Black women shouldn't have periods because if they have periods, though they're part of the devil. I'm like, what the fuck do you just? I'm just like, y'all don't know anything about the female anatomy. Y'all don't know how that shit work. Do y'all said black women should not have periods. I'm actually I gotta find that video. I have to dig up that video, dig in the archive. I remember that shit twerks.
And
Shit, they say some
that's how they make
crazy
a name
shit.
for themselves. That's how they make a name for themselves, Big J. They just come up with these stupid ass theories of something, just pick anything and say the opposite, and all of a sudden you got everybody in the conscious community's attention. And that's the secret to their little hustle. You can write a book about it, you can do some streams about it, get new subscribers. Just something simple, stupid like that. Every animal on the planet that's a mammal has a reproductive cycle like this. It's normal. So I'm gonna be
That's right. Hold
different.
on.
I'm gonna say the opposite. You dumbass, huh?
That's right, Pierre. Yes, Pierre. He said calling women's cycles as being unclean. Yes. He said if a woman is having a period, she's unclean, she's unfit for motherhood, and she's unfit for. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, do you understand? Have you went to health class?
Right. You won't have no period. You
Uh
won't have no kid. No period. No
oh.
kid.
Man of tomorrow said, "Oh, please, AB, me that don't need a woman." Uh oh.
Yeah, AB. Why don't you pull up, AB? I want to talk to you. Did you learn anything since the other day when I got on that head? Did you learn anything new? Has it set in on you yet? Any reality set in? You don't want this troll smoke, AB. Stay where you at. You got cooked real bad. I don't want you to hurt no more.
No. What's going to happen? He's gonna go into his channel, put my name on the title, and then BJS and Chaos Reign is gonna sit there and yeah. They're gonna sit there and say I'm trying to have sex with you. Yeah, AB immediately gonna try to say I'm trying to bed you and Angelica down. Nigga, please. Is that all, man? Nigga, you think
Did they really say
about
something like that? Did they really say that?
Yeah.
Did they really say that?
Yes.
Oh,
Hey, that came out of AB's mouth. AB said, Big J,
really?
these women don't want you. I asked if though I'm trying to have sex with them.
AB, you think Big J trying to get everybody slewed out? That's what you think, AB? Seriously? That's because your mind and your body is stuck in the internet. Everybody ain't stuck in the internet. People meet real people in their own community, their own neighborhood. AB, catch up, baby. The internet is not the only place to have social engagement. AB, you a mess. You a mess. You a hot mess.
I remember that live stream from Ringo TV Raw. Yeah, yes, saying that crazy ass shit. I said no. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and cook this. I gotta cook now. I gotta roast, man. You don't go out there and say some stupid shit. That's kind of like irritated genie. Yo, man. You wearing the Egyptian Kemet clothing, talking about, man, you part of Kemet and shit, and yeah, man, the white man needs to die. The white man needs to go. Blah blah blah. Nigga comes to find out, nigga, you work at a post office.
No, not the
Stop
post
it.
office.
Yeah, stop it.
He's taking the white man his mail.
Yeah. You're a courier for the white man, and you over here wearing all that Egyptian outfit and shit, talking about the white man this, the white man's a devil, the white man. I'm like, bruh, stop it.
That's what I'm saying. I saw that in real life here in Atlanta in the conscious community. They be talking all that shit, and you be thinking, You know, this whole outfit with all these goddamn and dinker symbols and
Yeah,
shells dripping all over the place. Do you wearing that
yeah.
to work? You find out they got a whole job working in some place that's real, making them conform. You like for real? You would think you'd be self-employed. You think you would have your own damn business with all that you got going on, but they don't. They don't. They love
Uh, uh, uh,
self-empowerment. Self-empowerment broke as hell.
hey, but AB, I suggest, nigga, you go back to the first 10 minutes of your live stream because you said these women don't want you, Big J. That's what. So you're alluding that I'm trying to get that I'm trying to get with these women. That came out of your mouth. We can go back to the first 10 minutes of your live stream. But anyway, yeah, talking all that. Yeah, yeah, but back on the conscious community at Negroes, I don't know who is worse. I don't know if the conscious community types are those Hebrew Israelites. I don't know which one's
Both the
worse.
same. They the same. They the same. Same people. Same people. Just different style. They roasting in the chat. Talking about can't take cloth straight from China.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Roman battle rinse. That's
Wearing all those dashikis,
hmm
wearing all those dashikis and dashikis made in China. Stop it.
hell yeah.
Just stop.
Look. Wearing all that Egyptian must have cover up that funk because you ain't bathing.
Now, it's already now. I know what's going to happen. I know that what I just said about the conscious community and the Hebrew Israelites. I know them niggas over there on Psychopathics channel. They're going to listen to it. You see, Big J's being a coon. You see, Big J's over here being a coon. Yeah, man, Big J's a coon. Man, fuck y'all over there. Okay?
You telling the truth though? Are you lying?
No,
You
I
ain't
ain't lying.
lying.
I ain't lying about that shit. Yeah, and I meant what the fuck I said. I want a law. I want that because me and Tanya, she's up in Dallas, right? She said the Hebrew Israelites in Dallas is acting up. I said, man, listen, we need to start having a law to stop the Hebrew Israelites from harassing people on the street. Get tired of seeing that shit. Oh, you're a whore. You're a hoe. They calling every woman a hoe. Calling everybody a hoe. Nigga, everybody's going to their job. Where is you? It's 11 o'clock in the morning. How come you ain't at work? But you on the street corner yelling. There need to be a law about that shit. Stop harassing people on the street. Get rid of the Hebrew Israelites yet on the street. Wearing those go-go
They try to
Power
come.
Ranger outfits.
Oh, wait, that outfits are horrible. That shit is hilarious. How you gonna have like spikes on your clothes? How you functioning in life? You got spikes on your clothes. I'm just saying. Who makes that shit?
Yeah,
They look like costumes or something. I don't know if they order that on Temu or what.
yeah.
Them outfits are horrible.
Shit, like a
This shit
bad
horrible.
Marvel TV show or some shit. Yeah,
It's like a Rambo outfit because they put like a band around their head and they tie. I'd be like, whoa, a leather band on their forehead. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You do not look employable. It's terrible. Uh
oh
oh,
yes,
Angelique.
Pierre, yes. Though, but I did not attend because yeah. I think that was in Dallas. I think that was in Dallas, Pierre. I think that was in Dallas. Yeah. Angelica said, "I'm a former conscious community."
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
How'd you do that? How did you do that, Angelica? How did you get attracted to him? What sucked you in? Tell the truth. Time to confess. I was attracted to the idea of Pan Africanism. That's what sucked me in. And then when I realized they was all broken backwards, I was like, "Ooh, no, let me back up out of here." When I found out someone was on food stamps, I was like, "Are you serious? Are you serious? They not your people though, Angelica. They not. They different."
Ringo TV Raw thinks R. Kelly was a G. Yeah, that whole man. If a girl have her first menstrual at age 11, she's a woman. You can take her. When Ringo did that video, I was like, y'all listen. Oh. Well, that was the first major blow to the manosphere. When Ringo put that out there, when he was bringing that Hebrew Israelites into the manosphere.
Oh, that's what he is. He's a Hebrew Israelite.
Was he he actually denounced it about 2 months ago, but yeah.
I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but his wife doesn't come across like she's some kind of Hebrew Israelite or anything like that. They seem like a pretty regular couple. And I was also surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not shading her because I'm not walking around here like Beyonce. So I'm not shading her what I'm gonna say. But for the way that he talks and he judges women so harshly, I'll be honest with y'all. I thought his wife was gonna be like a major like beauty queen or something. Because he's so harsh, you know what I'm saying? With his so-called expectations. And when I saw that his wife was just a brown-skinned, everyday black woman, I was just really surprised. And it just goes to show that these people come online and they be doing the most. They be doing the most.
She's probably so embarrassed. Yeah, man. I really don't get it. Them niggas up in the north. I really don't get them niggas in the north. Though these Hebrew Israelites, those Moors. Man, I used to have debates with like the Moors. I used to go in on the Moors back in the day. That used to get on my fucking nerves. Yeah, man, we was this when. We are the government of the United States. Okay, then where is your aircraft carrier? Where is your military at? Yeah, man, we are the government. I'm the president of the United States. Huh? Man. Yeah, and then we was on TRS that one time. Talk Real Solutions was the channel, right? It's the channel's still around. So this guy was a Moor, right? So he said, yeah, man, we got our own government. Come to find out, I said, okay, well, give me your address then, because you're telling me we have our own government and blah blah blah. And I said, okay, then where is your mansion? Well, it's on my website. I clicked on the website. This nigga was paying rent at an apartment in Minneapolis and St. Paul. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow. Angelica is confessing. She said, I was in it bad. I was in the Sistar movement. I haven't heard the Sistar movement. Man, Angelica, so I'm curious, how long were you involved with the conscious community? Was it in person or just online? I'm curious. I just did not vibe with them folks. I just couldn't vibe with them.
It is weird. It be some weird shit, and they be having these debates on what's his name's channel. This is when on Syed Netta and General Seti, and I remember when General Seti and Nye Setter and Umar was all doing all these debates, stupid ass debates. Pure said Dr. York. She said Dr. York. I forgot about Dr. York. Yeah, man.
Dr. York, you got what's his name? Fucking Polite.
Yeah.
The pedo too. They had some guy who had like a bald head and he had like a big ass ponytail coming up off his head. I forgot his name. Big dude.
Was that General Seti?
Nah,
light skin. What was he light skin?
This dude is.
Oh.
No, this dude is dark skinned and he got a ponytail coming up off the top of his head. He just shaved the rest of his head bald. And he tried to make rap videos or something. He kind of played out. He went away. But he was a
Oh,
weirdo. He
wait a
wear all
minute.
that
Wait a
boots and
minute.
shit.
Wait a minute. If V Dub on here, V Dub, remember what's his name? The guy who always
Shaka Mosi.
yells.
Shaka Mosi. That's it. Yeah, Mosi. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Them niggas did not like my black ass at
Yeah.
all. I used to be going in on them. I used to be going in on them like y'all ain't normal. Y'all be telling niggas y'all ain't normal. Y'all some y'all
Weirdos.
weird. Yeah, be weird, saying some weird ass, hotep ass shit. Uh, yeah. He,
He
uh
was
oh,
moist.
he
He
done.
was moist. That Negro was very soft. How you gonna be big and
Oh,
soft? What kind of shit is that?
ooh, 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 ooh. Uh, Polite in jail.
That's
Yeah,
just
yeah, Polite. Yeah, Polite is in jail though for DNA on that girl.
that's crazy. But do you see AB Media how similar y'all are to the conscious community? Do you see how similar y'all are? A cult is a cult, baby. Y'all do weird shit. Y'all believe weird
Um,
shit, and y'all talk about weird shit all day long. You see how similar y'all are?
right now, hold on. Now, AB said, "Big, a weak J, weak J, tell BJ the truth. You're wrong, Daddy." Huh?
See that daddy? That's too much like Diddy.
Yeah,
What's up,
yeah, like,
AB?
huh?
What's up, AB? What's up,
Yeah,
AB?
huh? Bruh. Nah, I'm good, bro. Okay? What am I wrong about? They never tell me what I'm wrong about. Never even say that. Over 6 years, they never told me, Big J, you're wrong about this. You're wrong about that. No. They think I'm on some. I want women. I'm just cape. I'm putting on a cape for women and shit. That's all. That's all. That's the only pushback. VW said, "Yeah, I started up in the conscious community."
What, me dog? You too? Wow, wow. What attracted you, V Dub? What brought you into it? What attracted you? I'm curious.
You know what? You know what?
I was
We
on.
need to start having a live stream on this topic. We need to start having a live stream on this damn topic. Have everybody on the panel, but shit, like I said, I gotta go work though tonight. Cause shit, I would like to know my damn self
You know what,
knowledge.
Big Ted? Can you
You know,
can you can you pull up some clips though, or some at least some pictures of these old people, because everybody can like remember. Because in preparation,
I,
if you decide to do that.
yeah, if I do that, yeah. I tell you what, Vito, he might still have some old videos of people from the conscious community and people who were in the past. Yeah. Cause I remember
Oh,
irritated genie. What's the guy who sell that fake ass shit? Dan Conaway. Um, get that's Conaway or Galloway? Dan Con. You know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, Minister. Yeah, okay.
Minister Inky, don't say that. Don't say Minister Inky. If you tell Minister Inky May, he will come through the goddamn screen and he will try to kill me. Don't say my name to Minister Inky. Ooh, Minister Inky, he hates me. I'm sorry, Minister Inky. I'm so sorry for what I did. I'm so sorry.
You know,
Wow. Yeah, this would be a good conversation. This would be
I
so.
used
V
to
Dub
crush
said he was
on. I used to
attracted
crush
to the knowledge. What you say?
on enlistment. Leo Muhammad, the long face, more dude.
I know you're not talking about my Taharka Bay. I know you're not talking about my Taharka Bay. That's my husband from
Mm.
3 lives ago. I know you're not talking about Taharka Bay. Ain't nobody gonna talk about Taharka Bay now.
Oh shit. Um, um, Patrice, what's
No.
his name? Um, um, Maurice Muhammad. You talking about now? He was part of the Nation of Islam. NOI. He used to go in on my ass, motherfucker. You're a coon. Like, god damn. Okay, nigga. You call me a coon. Okay. But
No, no,
Maurice
V Dub,
Muhammad.
we putting V Dub, we are putting that situation with the slap heard around the world. We're putting that behind us, okay? We're putting that behind us. Don't talk about it, okay?
Oh yes, man. He slapped Tariq Nasheed slapped the fuck out of his ass. Pow! Like what the? Like straight palm, like straight right hand palm. Pow! Woo!
Ah, I'm sorry, Angelica. She said the pills, them pills, the two pill brothers. They right here in Atlanta. Um, I had an event that I used to do. I decided to break from the conscious community as of last summer. I did all of their festivals and shit. I'm done. I cannot. But the pills were part of those festivals. Every single one, the VIP section, that I create, the pills were sitting in it. So yeah, I'm very familiar with the pills. We see them all over Atlanta. I actually got into it with them, kind of, sort of, about 2 years ago, over Stone Mountain. They was going up there doing some kind of fucking Pope rituals, and I was like, I'm gonna need y'all to get up off that mountain, feeding these white folks with this Confederacy shit. And so we had to have a community moment. Let me put it that way.
Oh no! Do not tell me about the whole. Oh, we created the Confederate flag thing. The whole we created the Confederate flag shit.
Well,
Like, get the fuck out of here.
they just don't see how real life is impacted. So what they was doing was taking 400 people up to Stone Mountain, talking about they was doing rituals, and they was making the mountain sacred, or so reclaiming the mountain. But all of y'all is coming through the front gate, and we got a boycott on the mountain, and we made them go bankrupt, $22 million. So I need you not to bring 200 people every weekend up here and pay no damn ticket money. I don't need you to do that. And that's the conversation. And here's him, and there's this other guy. I wish I could remember his name. Me and him ended up I had to have an intervention with Tarka Bay and this whole group of people because I wasn't having it, and so I eventually did kind of get it shut down, but it was hard. It was hard. I had to get some community elders involved. Do y'all not understand that you undoing my work? I'm gonna need y'all to stop that. So how about he got a whole Pope outfit on? What the fuck is that?
Man. Yeah,
Yeah.
those were the days in 2015, 2014, 2015 with the conscious community and the you know and that
They're
whole
wild burn.
Hebrew Israelite. Yeah. When King Noble fucked old girl on that YouTube video, and I'm surprised. I'm surprised that video was still up. Was still up. It took a long while for them to take that video down because he had old girl on doggy style, and I'm like, really? And
He did that
you
on
put
camera?
yeah, it was on camera. Yeah, it was on camera. Man, he was clapping them cheeks, and and, yeah, yeah, she
Wow.
was on
He
her
was
hands
making
and knees.
pornography.
Yeah. He was clapping them cheeks, man. He was clapping them motherfuckers hard too. And she over there just, like,
He said
okay.
hard.
Well, he was power driving it. I
He was
mean, come
getting down. He
on, he
was
was
getting
power
down.
driving.
He was getting down.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm like, really? Like y'all put this on YouTube? The fuck?
And y'all don't
Yeah.
forget about what's his name? What's the dude with the dreads that went crazy and lost his goddamn mind? He was Queen, not Queen City, Seti's buddy. Y'all know Pharaoh, whole
Uh,
Pharaoh.
Uh-oh.
Pharaoh.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I remember
Pharaoh.
that part.
Yeah.
Uh uh-oh. She said Angelica said I used to crush on Zion Lex. The- you know what? Let me leave her alone. Just
Wow, you
go
was
on.
deep in it, Angelica. You was deep in it. Young Pharaoh, that's his name. Young
Young Pharaoh.
Pharaoh. They all had cult followings. All of them. That was what's crazy. All had cult followings.
But I think that Trump and what happened. No, I think what killed it, the conscious community arc, was the well, the Trayvon Martin thing was popping off. You have the Oscar Grant, all that was popping off. I think that took all the air out, and then came the Manosphere 2.0. With O'Shea and them. With
Okay.
Tommy, yeah, with Tommy, because Tommy came in. Tommy came in around 2010, right? Because
You're right. You're right, Big J. And the manosphere took over from that point, didn't it?
right. The manager took over. I want to say around 2012. The 2.0. I'm talking about manager 2.0. They came
Okay.
into the scene. They took over in 2017. Yeah, because O'Shea was doing his bullshit. Uh, the mad bus driver. Uh, Anger Man was popping up. He got but the rapist. I ain't gonna say his name. You know who I'm talking about. Him. Ringo TV Raw, and then you got um Obsidian was not here yet. Obsidian was on.
Let me ask a
Obsidian came in
question.
there like
Did Obsidian used to have teeth and he evolved out of teeth? I'm just curious because I don't know. I'm not being funny.
I, I guess I don't know.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
just wondering. I'm just wondering. There's
yeah,
this
because
guy. His
I
name is
used
King Simon. Y'all ever heard of King Simon?
yeah
That was the
yeah
one I was
yeah.
on. Yeah, King Simon. He's full of shit
Okay
too.
okay
Him and his
yeah.
numerology. Get the fuck out of here with all that.
I'm trying to remember. It was something else that happened during that time period. Oh, that's when the Manosphere went on Dr. Drew's show. When Dr. Drew was on CNN, and
Mm.
and, and, and all I'm talking about when I said the Manosphere, I'm talking about the 1.1 era.
But they
Those
wasn't on
people are
YouTube
gone.
then. They wasn't on YouTube though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they
One
were. Okay.
1.0 was here. Um,
Okay.
I'm gonna name some names from the 1.0 era, of the original Black Manosphere. People like Sarge and Willie Pete. Nut Ward Styles. Nut Ward died about 2 months ago. Um,
Oh damn.
Nut Ward Styles. Um, So and Black. Doug Titian from the UK. Uh, Bamatumbe with his sorry ass. Um, so who else was in that motherfucker? It was the pink elephant. Um,
I
the
ain't never
pink
heard none of these
elephant was
people.
yeah. I'm talking about the original Manosphere.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
talking about
saying,
the
yeah, I
original.
never heard of
Yeah,
nothing. Right.
yeah.
Mhm.
These people are you know they're actually are at war with BGS. They're at war with BGS in Obsidian because they took the message and made into some right wing you know blah blah that old bullshit. So they don't like
Yeah.
Obsidian and BGS and O'Shea and them. They can't stand them. Oh yeah, Big J's the manager historian. Yeah, I am. I am because I came from the white part. I came from the white manosphere. That's how I know some of this bullshit that was going on. You know, because I used to be
Mhm.
on. See for me on my end, my end, I came from the Honey Bad Batch of Radio. I came from Honey Badger Radio. I came from Diana Davidson. I came from that whole issue with the Gamer Gate with Nita Sarkeesian. I came out of that, and then I gravitate over to the black side. Because BGS was over. BGS did not originate in the black part. He came from the white manosphere too. So that's how me and him know each other. Me and him know each other off of I forgot her channel, because the white women was doing the manosphere shit, like Diana Davidson and Typhon Blue and them. So yeah.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see when what's her name said? Angelica said she was there when Tommy Sotomayor got pimp slapped. Did you see that? She put in the chat.
Yeah. I saw that too.
Died to be there. Who I would love to see that shit in person.
Hold on. He said, Gen Z said he started off with Jay the Black and then Solo TV 84. How the fuck can anybody watch Solo TV 84? Anyway, let me leave that alone. To O'Shea, yeah. Jay the Black was there, yeah. I remember Jay the Black. He's still on YouTube, still doing that MGTOW, blah 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 shit, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so interesting that people have a background in the conscious community and the ministry. That's very interesting.
Well, because like it blended together. It blended. It was like that one day. It was like two worlds were just meeting, and then one was swallowing up the other and shit. And then some of the people who came from the conscious community became part of the manosphere. Because like it didn't take that long, because both sides was misogynistic. No. We're not talking about what happened on Vlad. That was a separate occasion. This was when he went to New Jersey, I think. He slapped the fuck. Tommy got slapped the fuck out of, man.
It was funny. No, you got to tell the whole story. What he did. He had disrespected some of the. Go ahead.
Okay. You know who what's his name who got that school? What's his name? Damn, I forgot his name. The guy in New York who got that school.
I know what you're talking about.
Damn it! What is his name?
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But basically, it was a community event, right?
Right. So Tommy used to roast everybody at that event, right? He used to do videos on the conscious community, the pro blacks. He roast them, right? So Tommy decided to walk up in there, and Tommy got slapped. Q Butter, thank you. Q Butter had an event, right? Q Butter had an event, right? So Tommy, everybody know who Tommy is. Tommy has a nasty ass reputation. Everybody knows that, right? So he used to cook Q Butter, everybody, blah blah blah. So he walked up in there, filming, and I forgot what's his name. What's his name that tried to fight Reverend I forgot that the Reverend, what's his name, from Baltimore. He went ahead though and slapped the fuck out of Tommy. He two-pieced the shit out of Tommy. Tommy ran out the building with like the fucking camera and said, "You're serious? You're serious? You're serious?"
No, when that slap first hit him, he started screaming. He screamed like a bitch, real high pitch.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. Yeah. He let out a squeal.
Yeah.
He was like, "Ah, you slapped me." He started pointing around. "You slapped me. You slapped me. He slapped me," like somebody was going to do something. And they was all looking like, and he started hollering. It was crazy. That shit was good. He deserved it.
No, he was in Harlem. Yeah. That happened in Harlem. Yes, V Dub. But I'm talking about the guy that punched Tommy. Also was trying to go after a Reverend what's his name? What's his name that had that scandal? He took over Eddie Long's church. He took over Eddie Long's church after Eddie Long died. I'm trying to remember his name.
The one who got the strike on target right now?
Him. Yes,
Oh,
him.
shit, I can't think of his name right now. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. The one doing the strike on target. Yes, him. Yeah, I forgot his name. His name now. Yeah.
Right down the street. Yeah, right down the street. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he was the one. The guy who went after him was the one who caught that. Who slapped Tommy upside the head.
And to answer Wu's question, no, he didn't do shit. He didn't do a damn thing but squeal. He hit me.
And ran to the car on video. The video was still playing. He said, "You ran to the car. I can't believe I got hit. I can't believe I got slapped, nigga." And then
because you gotta pull. If you decide to do another stream on the conscious community, you gotta pull that stream for sure. You gotta pull that one to laugh at.
Yeah, Jamal Bryant, who I'm referring to. Thank you, Wu.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I don't have that. I wish I had. I wonder if let me see if I got that saved on my disk drive, because
it should be on the internet, because that slap everybody saw, so it should be easy to find on YouTube.
Yeah, and here is the thing though. Here's why though. Tommy's a no good bitch, right? Okay, you got slapped up there in New York, right? At Q Butter's event, but the nigga came down here to Dallas, came all the way down here to Dallas, right? Homegirl finna bent his ass, a black woman. Do you know Tommy got there was just trying to whoop this woman's ass? And talking about I got a gun, bitch, I shoot you and shit. Tommy's a bitch. Always been a bitch. I'm just like, why do y'all follow and eat it like Tommy Sotomayor? Why? Yeah, the Dallas video, yeah. So Tommy had more smoke for that woman. He went viral after that Fender bit. Yeah. He went, yeah. Mother twerks. Mm-hmm. Damn, I wasn't.
And don't forget, there's another guy. There's another guy.
Ahead.
He decided, it wasn't that long ago, I can't remember his name. It was another guy, and he took his ass down to the projects in New York City. Light skin, big old arms. I don't know his name. I can't remember. And he got shot because he was throwing. he was cussing the whole projects out. He stood in the courtyard. He was cussing everybody out, and they started throwing bottles, and he didn't take a clue. And next thing you know, they shot his ass. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about? That shit was stupid.
Oh! You talking about that sorry ass? Yeah, I can't stand that nigga. I forgot his name now.
Hassan.
Yeah, Son Camp. Yeah, Son Campbell or somebody's name is. Yeah.
He thought he was gangster. He thought he was about that life. He took his ass down there. Fuck you. The projects did it. He said something about he was molested or something. Nobody did nothing about it. And so he decides he's going to cuss out the people who are currently living there that had nothing to do with it. And that's what he got. He got shot. He ain't died, though, y'all. He ain't died.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Yeah. I remember that whole he got shot on camera. Yeah, oh yes, V-Dub, yes, V-Dub. Hold on, V-Dub. Hold on, V-Dub. I got to get back up here. V-Dub, the Asian manosphere. Oh my God, the Asian manosphere. Oh my God, them dudes I kind of have respect. I do respect the Asian manosphere, even though they are some racist ass motherfuckers though. I respect them though, because when they want to, they don't talk all that bullshit like just like with BJS be talking. When they own something, they actually do it. And the Chinese historian, man, the Chinese
What they need a
historian is
manosphere
part
for?
of the Asian manosphere, man.
What do they need a
We actually
manosphere
did
for? That's what I don't understand. Big J, what do
the
they need a
same
manosphere for?
because of the whole the yellow fever thing.
What's that mean?
Okay, the yellow fever is Asian women going after or marrying white men. They go crazy over
Okay.
that shit. They no. They go. It's worse than the black man. The manager is more intense, right? It's more intense, but it's not as But, like, I'm gonna say it like this: the niggas over here are stupid. Okay, the niggas are dumb, right? Because the niggas can, they're more methodical and they're more educated and they're more political. The Asian dudes are more political.
Okay,
Oh
but what are
yeah,
they gonna? But
oh
what are
yeah,
they
and
gonna do?
let's
But I don't understand. What are they gonna? What is their plan? What are they gonna do to get Asian women back to the table, so to speak? What's the plan?
they already elected the president of South Korea. I mean, not the current president of South Korea, the last one, the one that was impeached. They helped
Mm-hmm.
elect him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Go to expose the manager channel. You know. Yeah. Oh yeah. And Gen Z said, yeah, the Asian manager, the Mexican manosphere. Yes, SPI it is the Hispanic manosphere.
Okay, so these are real Asians. These are not American Asians. These are real Asians.
Yeah, real Jerry Lou. Jerry Lou is from Hong Kong. No, I'm sorry, he ain't from Hong Kong. He's from Beijing. Jerry
Mm.
Lou, the Chinese historian, he actually immigrated from China to Canada. You also got a guy named Canadian Ming Kao. He came from Korea, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I know all the various parts of the manosphere, the white, black, and whatever's in between. I know some of the key players. And Canadian MGTOW, he goes hard. He be going off.
Mm.
Yeah. Yes. 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 Asian men call Asian women race traders, and they be going hard on Asian women. They be going hard on Asian women. You thought black women was getting the bad. Oh man, I put it right. It's like, damn. It's I have to say, like, it's too many black people that saturated the internet. But if you actually look at the Asian manosphere and the black manosphere and judge it by the intensity, yeah. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They call themselves AR Asians. Yes, they call themselves AR Asians, Gen Z, and they said they better not see a white man with an Asian woman. Because they gonna go ahead. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I was gonna say. What
yes.
they gonna do? What you gonna do?
They ain't gonna give them money. They don't fuck with the inheritance. She ain't gonna get shit. They're cutting them out the inheritance. All that shit. They're actually doing some political, financial shit on Asian women. You know, the Asian manager hate black women too. Yes, yes.
Well,
yes, yes.
that's not gonna work with Asian women because Asian women got their own money. Good luck.
I guess so, but man, they on a whole other level over there. They on a whole other level. You know.
So they want to whoop a trick. Okay. Good luck.
Mm. Right. Hey, girl. Yes. 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 They use the same white supremacy argument. If you sit there and listen to them, because I do, I be on panels with them some point. They be using the same jargon. I remember one time, what's the name? SPI came on BJ's channel one time, said the same damn thing, and I'm like, bro, you from Mexico, BJ's is black, man. Y'all saying the same shit, and BJ's talking about, Hispanic women are better, and SPI said, no, the fuck they ain't. I remember that shit. That was when they had that little crossover event. I'm like, what the? That shit was weird. That was a weird crossover. And now though you got what's his name? What's his name over here? Who is Hispanic? He be coming on my channel a lot. He's from San Antonio. Damn. He had the avatar of Tommy Sotomayor choking Reg. He's actually is Hispanic. He be going in. He be going in on women because he's part of the Hispanic manosphere. But anyway, yeah. But like the white dudes don't want nobody around. I think like the only black people that they talk to is Alan Roger Curry, and the only Alan Roger Curry is probably the only black person. Well, I take that back because you got Coach Greg Adams, but Dominant Sharp. Well, forget about it. They put him into the pasture. So yeah. They don't have to smoke to fight the white man. And here's the thing though. Obsidian and Angerman got kicked out of the Voice for Men. Because Paul Elam told them, do not talk about black women on my website. But anyway, that's, So, anyway, May, I'm going to get off of here.
All right. Well, thank you for the history lesson.
Yeah. Like we got to do a video on the conscious communities at some point. That I want V-Dub up here because V-Dub. I want V-Dub on the panel. I want V-Dub up on the panel for that because V-Dub was V-Dub. I want V-Dub and Angelica up there because I want to know how Angelica got a crush on these niggas from the conscious community because damn, how you guys sucked up into that shit? Because the first time I saw the conscious community, I actually laughed at them. Like, why y'all wear these strange ass outfits and shit? Just be normal, damn it, shit. Yeah, shit. Just be black and just be proud, damn it. You don't have to be wearing all them stupid ass outfits and shit. Just be black and be proud. Shit. Anyway. Yeah, hey TD. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I've been 3 hours. I'm going to get off of here. So I apologize. I'm about to leave, TD. Never forget. Yeah. The next time I'm gonna do a live stream on the conscious community, I want V-Dub, Angelica on the panel. I want V-Dub, Angelica, and May. I want May on there too, because that shit, because the history of the conscious community. Oh my God, man, that was. Everybody was calling me all sorts of coons. Big J, you're a coon. You're a coon. Uh, all of that shit. Yeah, yeah. I was being a coon. Yeah, yeah. Whatever. Whatever. Whatever, niggas. You know, y'all were dressing funny and shit. Just be black and proud. You don't need to dress on them silly ass outfits and shit. You're looking ridiculous. Damn. But I got called a coon for that shit. But anyway, y'all have a good one, y'all. I'm out. And peace, man. I can't believe though I've been up here been up here talking all this damn time. Let's see where? Oh, that's right, my banner. Have a good one.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.